This is my book talk on what I've been reading and why I'm reading it and what I hope to learn. So one thing I read a lot is the Chronicle of Higher Education, and I usually read this online, but I also get hard copy version, and I try to skim through it and read the headlines. It's also something I like to share with others who are in higher education. I think it really summarizes relevant issues well: politics, policy, new innovations, like this article called "These Lectures Are Gone in 60 Seconds" about how professors are using technology like podcasting to summarize key points up front to foreground students in relevant issues, ideas, and concepts in an online learning environment or to supplement learning. I think it's great. I'm going to try the micro lecture. It's 60 seconds to 3 minutes. So I will try that with one of my favorite topics, which is reading comprehension. So I'm going to try that next. It's a goal. And I'm also rereading books. I like to reread for information. This was one of my books in graduate school. I had it in a class on writing research in language arts and reading research in language arts. It's called Writing a Literature Review by Chris Hart. So something all scholars should be able to do well is synthesize information, the relevant and related literature on a topic. So I am studying families, community, and literacy, and I want to read all of the relevant literature and write a literature review for my study, which is currently going on, and be grounded in that. So this book is really helpful. I am reading again Catherine Snow's and colleagues' Knowledge to Support the Teaching of Reading, Preparing Teachers for a Changing World. And I don't agree with everything in here, but I really like how it identifies research that's going to be most relevant for preparing teachers to teach. It has lists, ideas, suggestions on what to focus on, which I think is great. And I agree with the title. It is a changing world, and we need to get teachers ready, maximize their learning. And related to research, I have 2 more books I'm looking through. I would say I am skimming these books. Another one from graduate school at UT Austin, Writing Ethnographic Field Notes. And anyone who had Doug Foley knows this is one of his key texts. And although I'm not doing an ethnography per se right now, my research is located in a community, and I am using ideas from here. So it's really great. Another book related to that with a related title is The Ethnographic Interview by James Spradley. I love this book. What I do with this book is I just read several pages a day, kind of like food for thought, something to chew on. So I'm not overloaded. I think it's brilliant. He's a brilliant writer. And he died at a young age, so he did not get to continue his career, but I'm really glad he left behind these books. And my next goal is to read another book by him called The Participant Observer. I think it will really inform my research and make me a better researcher. So I really am grateful to James Spradley. I feel like he's been a good friend to me. Finally, in my personal life, this is a funny title for a book. It's called How to Be an Adult. And I like it because it talks about big issues in life that we need to deal with responsibly. And again, what I do with this book is I read just a few pages a day so that I can kind of have something to think about and reflect on. And I found it to be really useful. And actually, I inherited this book from my sister, and so it's interesting to read what she's underlined and notes she's written in the margin. It's always interesting to read other people's books and see what they got out of it and how you compare to them, especially someone as close to you as a twin. So thank you, Amy. And that's what I'm reading right now. I like what I read. Like I said, I tend to read information and nonfiction. Soon I hope to pick up a novel. And I definitely will be getting into the children's literature soon. So that's it for now.